Hello, and welcome to the podcast Fly with Mel. If you're an overthinker, a high performer, or simply someone trying to understand yourself better, you are in the right place. Here, we talk about mindset, change of environment, self-love, relationships, and all the real-life messiness that comes with becoming who you are and who you want to be. If you're ready to transform your life, understand yourself on a deeper level, and finally break old patterns, sit tight. I'm Mel, a certified life coach and NLP master practitioner, and I use this platform to share self-reflections and conversations with the people I meet along the way. Because I truly believe that everyone you meet has something to teach you. So take a seat and enjoy the flight. Let's help you and let's help us rebuild confidence when self-doubt hits. Today, I really want to talk about something that we all experience at some point, and it's something that hit me a lot last week. And so I wanted to really share that with you. I also have that topic a lot in my coaching sessions. You know, it's that moment where confidence drops completely and self-doubt creeps in. And comparison, oh my God, that comparison guy, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, but comparison, Mr. Comparison, takes over your head, your body, your feelings, your behavior, and that's it. You're done. You are done. Whenever you're dropping your confidence and comparison takes over, that's it, my friend. That's it. And when it happens, we often think, that's it, confidence is done. And in reality, it's not. It's just that we are disconnected from it. We forgot suddenly all the things that we've already achieved. We forgot who we are. We forgot our values. We forgot why we are doing what we are doing. We forgot everything because it is so easy for the brain to just see something better. And, you know, when we say the grass is always greener elsewhere, well, it's a bit like that when you compare yourself to somebody else. It's like you see whatever is green in that person's life, even though you don't know anything about that person, you don't know her experience, her life, her background, her story. So you just see the fluff, the beautiful fluff, and you compare yourself to that fluff without knowing anything else. Because it's easy, right? It's also easy because it's kind of like hiding behind excuses for you, you know, oh, I cannot achieve all that like that girl because, you know, I had a hard past and I had a hard life and I don't have that money and I don't have whatever you want. So whenever it's easy to find all the excuses of the world, it is so easy to just let your brain compare yourself to others with that and to just find excuses not to do whatever you want to do or not to sit with the discomfort or not to just be grateful for whatever you already have. So yeah, in this episode, I just want to talk about that a bit, my experience, and also whatever comes a lot in all my coaching sessions. And I want to share 5 simple steps that you can use to reconnect with your confidence. These are 5 steps that I use myself and that I give to the people I coach, especially when the mind is loud and you're constantly questioning yourself. And I know how it feels, you know, when you're suddenly ruminating and going all over the place and thinking about all the different possible things in your mind and just putting yourself down and down and down and down. And you know, that feeling where you're just like, ah, crap, like life is sucks and what am I doing? And why am I here? And I'm not good at it. I'm not good enough, or I'm too much, or I'm never going to succeed. I'm trying hard. Why is it not working for me and it's working for the others? Maybe I'm not for it. Maybe I'm not, you know, maybe I'm not smart. Maybe I'm not. I can give you a list and we can go on with that. By the way, if you want to tell me a bit what you're feeling right now and how you're feeling, please feel free to drop me a DM on Instagram. I'm always so happy to just chat with you all whenever you drop me DMs, because it's always good to sense check a bit what the community is feeling and where you are right now in your journey, in self-development journey, or just in your journey to question yourself and grow a bit. So yeah, I'd love to know, how are you feeling right now? And if you want to just think about it right now, just for a second, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Are you feeling confident? Are you feeling strong, motivated? Are you feeling that you can completely go and run the world, just like Beyonce says? Or are you just feeling completely flat and drained and sad, maybe lonely, maybe misunderstood? Maybe you don't feel seen. Maybe you don't feel heard. Maybe you feel that the whole world is completely against you. Yeah, because that can happen too, right? When the confidence drop. It's just like, oh my God, maybe the whole world is against me right now, or maybe the whole world doesn't see me. I'm completely transparent. A lot of things can happen in the mind when we lose confidence. And self-doubt can completely take over and control the mind and fuck it up a bit. Sorry about excuse my French, as I like to say, but it's a bit like that. You start questioning your whole life sometimes, just about maybe a little thing happened, or someone told you a little something that was a bit disappointing, or you receive I don't know, a negative feedback, or you're seeing that the numbers are not stacking up if you're trying to develop a project. And so suddenly, boom, everything drops. Everything drops. It's like you're really questioning your entire existence right now and thinking, what on earth did I think I could achieve? What am I doing right now? And where can I go from there? Because that's the hardest thing. It's like the confidence drops and then you're like, whoa, 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 what am I doing? What direction should I take? And so suddenly you're alone with your own thoughts. So what do? You go to ChatGPT and you talk to your friend ChatGPT. Yeah, because a lot of people tell me that nowadays, and I do it too. I played guilty too. You want the fast, quick answer, and also you want the little guy ChatGPT that is gonna go your way, right? He's gonna go and tell you the right thing that you want to hear, because that's how AI is designed. It's going always to be nice to you. It's very going to it's going to lean towards you. It's never going to be blunt or telling you the thing that you don't want to hear. That's how AI is designed. That's why we always say don't listen to everything that you can get from AI and from websites such as ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, because it's always coming your way. So if you have to take a big decision tomorrow, please don't ask ChatGPT, or try and then see how you're feeling, but come back to your gut, to your intuition, to what you're feeling right now, to your vision, to your long-term vision, to whatever you really want to do. And don't let anybody out there, and not even not like AI, dictate your life. You know better than anyone and anything what is good for you, what you want, what you need, what you deserve. What you deserve, sometimes you don't really know what you deserve, but you will know exactly better what you can handle right now, and you will feel it, okay? Deep down, if you do listen. But the thing is, now we are completely pushing our intuition and the fact that we can listen to ourselves, we're pushing it down to replace it with the fast fix called AI. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I think we can all plead guilty here. And because we forget that, we forget to come back to our own sense, to our own superpowers, because we do have so many superpowers and we forget them all. And so we drop everything. It's like we drop it all and we're just like, how can I get some help right now? What can I do? What should I do? The first step, whenever you feel all of that, and I hope like you felt a bit whatever I was trying to make you feel, just so that you are in the environment of like feeling completely like the confidence has dropped and you're feeling completely drained and you shut down, so that you can understand that the very first step is to pause the spiral, to interrupt the mental spiral that is happening in your mind right now. Because confidence doesn't come back just by thinking more. Let me tell you that. It's not because you're suddenly having a lot of doubt, a lot of thought and a lot of things happening in your mind that suddenly the confidence is going to come back. No. It's quite the opposite. Confidence doesn't come back by thinking more. It comes back by slowing down. Yes, my friend. So when you pause, when you take a breath, when you ground yourself in your body, when your nervous system settles, your mind will follow. And it is always easier to say it than to do it. Yes, I know. I am the first one always, like also, ruminating so fast and so quickly over a decision and dropping the confidence if something happened, or it is so easy to do that and to start like overthinking again and again and again and again, overthinking why someone said something and and the way that person said it, and oh, I can go on. I can go on. So whenever you have all this rumination happening, just press pause. Put your stimulation away. If you're stimulated by social media, by your phone, by your computer, by other people, just take a moment to step out of all of this and to pause with yourself, to really pause in silence if possible, but to pause, to listen to yourself, to listen to just, okay, come back, interrupt all the noise, take a breath. The breath has so much power because suddenly you stop focusing on everything you're thinking in your mind. You start focusing on your breath, on the air entering in your nose and going out of your body from your mouth or your nose. Okay. I'm not going to give any rule right now because the idea of this episode is really to just focus on how to have some very handy steps to bring it back. So the breath, there is no rule, no right or wrong way to do it. Just breathe, focus on your breath, ground yourself in your body, and really see how your nervous system is going to slow down, settle, and your mind is then going to follow too. The second step is to separate the fact from the thought. Okay? Self-doubt can feel very convincing, but it is usually a story that we tell ourselves. So ask yourself, what are the facts and what are the assumptions in the story I'm telling myself right now? What is really real? What is really going to happen? What's the worst thing that really can happen? Is it really real or is it an illusion? The facts that you have in your story are the things that you can prove, while the thoughts are just interpretations. And sometimes your own interpretation of thing is going to or are going to be different from other people's interpretations. My perception of a situation can be completely the opposite of the perception of my partner, for example, over a situation. And so maybe I'm going to start to drop my confidence and doubt and this and ruminate and overthink over a decision. While if I go to my partner and I tell him what happened and this and I have to take a decision now, maybe he's going to react completely differently because maybe for him, oh no, that's an easy one. Just think like this and just go there and do that. And that's a true story, by the way. Confidence starts to return when you stop treating every thought as truth. Okay? So that's really the step number 2. Step number 3 is to list your achievements, and especially the quiet ones. And that is my favorite step. I love that step. That's a step that I always do, and I always preach it towards my client in coaching. I love that step. You can just open your phone, open the notes app on your phone and start to just list everything that you're so proud to have achieved in your life. And that can be as easy as I woke up this morning alive. I woke up with a smile. I have an apartment that is paid, like the rent is paid. I have food in my kitchen. I can go to the gym. I can afford to go to the gym. I can, I have a healthy body that allow me to run. These are achievements too. Then you can go on and say, all the achievements that led you to the person, to where you are today, the person you are today. Like all these kind of things can also be part of the achievements list. But what I'm saying is the simple achievements are not that simple. What can seem simple for you is huge for somebody else. And that is very important to keep that in mind, because it is so easy to compare yourself to something and someone when you don't have the full picture. While in the reverse, when I'm telling you to compare the simple things that you see as simple things and you take them for granted and compare that to a country where it is very hard for people to have a roof, to have food, to access to water, suddenly the perspective shifts in your mind and you're like, oh yeah, that's true. You're right, Mel, but maybe that's too extreme. No, the comparison that you do in the first place might be too extreme also. because you don't know what that person went through to be where she is. You don't even know what is true or not. Like we compare ourselves to things sometimes on social media. We don't even know if it's true, what we're seeing online. How many times have I seen people training and, like training at night, let's say, and recording themselves and then uploading a story at 5 a.m. to say, hey, I'm already at the gym and I am training right now, while they were posting the story at 5 a.m. from their bed, just so you can feel guilty that you're not disciplined enough to wake up at 5 and go and train. Like, how many times have I seen that? I've seen so many different things, and it's just like we compare ourselves to things, but we are not able to find all the beautiful achievement that we have, even the simple ones, or at least the thing that seem so simple for us. So that step about listing your achievements is very crucial. You can just write down what you've already done, not just the big wins, as I said, also the things that you might feel like are invisible. And the moment you kept going when it's hard, all these moments, put them down, okay? All the boundaries you learned to set, all the growth that was not applauded and praised. Confidence isn't arrogance. It is memory. Whenever you can bring back the memory of all the things you've done, that's where your aura and your energy can come back. And that's when confidence finally comes back in. The step number 4 is to reconnect with your values. Comparison pulls you away from who you are. That's a big one. Comparison really pulls you away from who you really are inside, because you're starting to compare yourself to things and people who may not have the same education, the same values in life, the same view of life, the same perception of things and reality. So what you can do is to just ask yourself, what actually matters to me now? What kind of person am I becoming? And what kind of person do I really want to become? When your actions align with your values, confidence will stabilize, regardless of external results. Whenever you are aligned with yourself, with who you really are, and you are acting towards your own values and in accordance to that, you will have the confidence. Confidence will be here. But whenever you're acting from a place that is not yours, from acting with values that are not yours, it's kind of like acting, right? Like you're playing a role because you're doing things out there that are not really aligned with who you really are and how you really feel. This is going to be felt. Your energy is going to feel a bit weird, like wrong or fake. And because of that, you may not see results and the thing that have the achievement that you would like to have. And because of that, your confidence will drop. Can you see the spiral here? So that's why it is so important to reconnect with your values. And the last step is to return to your own timeline, right? Remind yourself that you are not late. You are not behind. You are on your own path, which is a very unique path. We are all unique. We all deserve the whole world. We all deserve it all. And you deserve as much as anybody else if you finally want to understand that your life is unique. You can design it your own way. And whoever you are right now, you deserve the whole world. You can bring back your confidence, because confidence grows when you stop rushing yourself to arrive somewhere that isn't yours. If you are starting to feel a lot frustrated, a lot if you feel drained, if you feel like overwhelmed because you're trying so hard to race towards a direction that is not really yours, well, the only thing you're going to do is you're going to feel tired, you're going to feel lonely, you're going to feel discouraged. A lot of things will happen and you will drop your whole confidence, even though you have a lot of power inside. Maybe you have many, many, many talents, but because you never took the time to understand what were your values, what did you already accomplish thanks to these talents, you don't put the light on the thing that you already have and you already can do. So you do things and you're chasing a life that isn't for you. So of course you're going to drop the confidence out there. So these were the very 5 steps. I can just list them again for you. The first one is to pause the spiral loop whenever it comes up. The second one was to separate your facts from the thoughts that you can have in your mind. The third one is to really list your achievements. Fourth is to reconnect with your values. And the fifth step is to return to your own timeline, to be compassionate with yourself, to give yourself some love, to give yourself an applause for the person that you are. You are amazing. You're doing great. And you just need to come back to yourself and to be able to tell yourself the exact same thing that I just said. You are unique. You are on your own path, and it is a beautiful one if you dare to see it. So if today you're doubting yourself, comparing, or feeling smaller than usual, don't take it as a proof that you failed. Take it as an invitation to reconnect with yourself. Confidence isn't built once and for all, okay? It is rebuilt gently, repeatedly, every time you choose to trust yourself again. Take care. Thank you for listening to Fly with Mel. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, share, and leave a review. It will really, really help me to reach more people who need to hear these messages. And remember, the power to change your story is already in you.